Breaking news that's coming in right now. The protesting wrestlers have reached Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur's residence, so that meeting will begin any moment now. This is going to be the most crucial huddle yet, because now we'll know whether the wrestlers are agreeing to the government's outreach to their olive branch to the protesters, and will we finally see an end to the agitation that they've been staging at Jantar Mantar for the last 3 days. Now, this is the second round of such a meeting between the wrestlers and the sports minister. The last meeting took place last night. It went on for about 4 hours till about 2 a.m. in the morning. There were several discussions that were held. And after that, the outcome of that meeting was that Anurag Thakur told these wrestlers to think through what the government had informed them and get back to him. So this right here, this meeting that's happening now at Anurag Thakur's residence, is where the wrestlers will communicate what their plan is now. Milind is joining us with more details on this. So Milind, the wrestlers have reached, they've gone inside. We're going to assume then that the meeting has now begun.
Well, Akshita, they've just arrived at Sports Minister Anurag Thakur's residence in Delhi, and this after the protest at Jantar Mantar ends for the day. And of course, what is going to ensue in the meeting is going to help us decide what's going to happen from here on, whether the government sides with the wrestlers at this point of time, whether some kind of compromise or some kind of decision can be made on whether or not Brij Bhushan Sharan resigns or is asked to step down or is maybe asked to step aside. These are some of the strategies that could be discussed in this particular meeting as well. Remember, yesterday's meeting that was held here till wee hours of the morning, till at least 2:30 a.m. was fruitful, but the wrestlers say that, they need more concrete actions. And it's not just that Brij Bhushan Singh stepped down, but also the fact that the entire Wrestling Federation of India is dismembered, disbanded, even at the state levels. And of course, they've also been talking about financial irregularities, upgrading of infrastructure. They've also spoken about how the funds are misappropriated and funds need to be given to the players for their practice and their facilities. But many more issues will be sidetracked before the issue that is raised, which is the sexual harassment complaint that has been made, and a formal one that has been filed today to the Indian Olympic Association as well, clearly stating that people or girls who wanted to be wrestlers were sexually harassed by Brij Bhushan Sharan. Of course, we know for a fact that the IOA is already looking into this. A virtual meeting was going on, but this particular meeting would perhaps be the second attempt at ice-breaking between the wrestlers as well as the government at this moment, because they are taking this very seriously. These are medalists. These are gold medalists, silver medalists and bronze medalists. These are the pride of our nation in front of other international events who go and compete for India at the international level. And the kind of sentiment at this moment against the wrestlers is that, they should not be, sitting at a dharna site, sitting at a protest site. They should be, working, they should be practicing on a mat. And that is exactly what the wrestlers have said, that if nothing is going to happen from the government side, they're going to get their mats and sit once again at Jantar Mantar protesting against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and his stepping down is very important at the moment. So whether or not that sort of ice breaking is going to happen today is the big question. But certainly the meeting will here on decide what way the protest will go, and whether the wrestlers will continue, and Brij Bhushan Sharan, who's been absolutely defiant and hasn't come out with a clarification or a revelation, has perhaps submitted a clarification to the Sports Ministry, which was supposed to happen by 3 p.m. today. And all
what we're hearing right now is that in this meeting, a representative from the Sports Authority of India is there, the DG of SAI is there, Sports Ministry officials like the Sports Secretary is also present in this meeting.